Hello guys, are you a grade 11 students and under the strengthened senior high school curriculum? Native Man Math Tutorial offers you video lesson in general mathematics for the third quarter. If you want to learn Gen Math with me, okay, let's go. Sa video na ito ay papaliwanag ko sa inyo about the law of cosine in oblique triangle. So ano po ba yung pinag-aaralan when you say law of cosine in oblique triangle? Sa lesson na ito, I am going to discuss how to determine or how to find the unknown parts or missing parts of an oblique triangle applying the law of cosine. Let us consider this triangle ABC. This triangle is an oblique triangle. And the given parts of this triangle are the three sides. Okay? Side C, side A, and side B are given parts. Now, the unknown parts are angle A, angle B, and angle C. So, makakalculate po natin yung unknown parts na angles na ito applying the law of cosine. And also, we have triangle MAT. The given parts are the two sides, side T and side M are given, and then the included angle, angle A, is given also. Now, we can calculate the remaining side and then the remaining angles of this oblique triangle applying the law of cosine. So, paano po? Yan po yung aking step by step na ipapaliwanag sa inyo. To start the lesson, let us define first the law of cosine. Law of cosine is a formula that can be used to solve the unknown parts of oblique triangle. If the law of sine cannot be applied, law of cosine can be used. Okay, so dalawa pong laws ang pwede pong i-apply sa oblique triangle. So yung una po ay the law of sine na ipaliwanag ko na po sa aking previous video lesson. At ngayon naman po ay ito pong law of cosine. So, pareho po yung law of sine at law of cosine na pwede pong i-apply sa pagko-compute ng unknown parts ng oblique triangle. Okay, kaya nga po sabi natin, kapag si law of sine cannot be used in an oblique triangle, then we can use the law of cosine. Okay, ito po yung two cases that the law of cosine can be used. First is SSS or side, side, side. And the second ay SAS or the side angle side. So ano po yung ibig sabihin ng two cases? Ito po yung dapat na given sa oblique triangle para magamit po natin yung law of cosine. At ito po yung formula that can be used to calculate the unknown parts. So ito po yung formula ng law of cosine. We have tatlo po yung ating formula. A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. And notice here, kapag sa ating formula, para po madali po nating maintindihan at maisaulo yung formula ng law of cosine, kasi tatlo po ito, tignan po natin yung pattern. Meron po tayong pattern. Kapag side A po yung nandito sa left ng equal sign, ang i-cosine po natin ay angle A. Okay, yung magka-opposite po sila. Ito po ay side A, ito po ay angle A. And then yung remaining B at C, ito po yung ating i-add na A square and then add. And then minus 2BC. Yung 2 po dito ay, ito po ay constant. At yung BC, ito po yung dalawa na ito. Okay, yun po yung pattern natin. Again, B squared is equal to, dapat cosine B po yung nasa dulo. Okay, B squared cosine B. At kapag kinuha natin yung B, ang natitira po ay A and C. O yan po yan. And then minus 2AC. Okay? And then another one, C squared, dapat ang dulo po niya ay cosine C. Yun po yung partner ng side C. Ang opposite po niya ay angle C. Okay? And then kapag nakuha natin yung C, the remaining two sides are A and B. So, A squared plus B squared and then minus 2, then yung AB. Okay, yun po yung pattern natin para maisaulo po natin yung formula. Another way to write this formula ay in a form of this one. Okay, so dito naman ay cosine A, cosine B, cosine C. So itong formula, kapag ang hinahanap po ay angles. Okay? Ito naman po ay kapag ang hinahanap ay sides ng oblique triangle. But by the way, itong another set ng formula, ito po ay na-derive mula po dito sa formula na ito. Na-derive lang po ito. Ano po? Cosine A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared. divided by 2BC. So here, para maisaulo din naman natin ito, pag sinabi natin cosine angle A, BC po yung ating ia-add at isusubtract natin yung side A. Partner po nito. And then sa denominator, always po yung 2i, ito po yung constant. So 2 and then yung partner po dito BC. And also followed, ganyan po yung ating pattern. Okay? Cosine B is equal to, ang nawawala ay A and C. So A squared plus C squared minus, ang opposite ng angle B ay side B, kaya minus B squared. And then divide by 2, then dalawang sides to AC. Okay? So ito po yung pattern natin ng formula. We're going to apply these formulas in solving unknown parts of an oblique triangle. Okay, so let's have an examples. Find the missing parts or unknown parts of the triangle below. Okay, we have number 1 triangle. Find angle A, angle B, and angle C in this oblique triangle. So, here sa ating oblique triangle ABC, ang given are the 3 sides of the oblique triangle. So, meaning to say, ang case po natin dyan ay SSS case. Ito pong SSS case na ito, 3 sides are given. Now, we're going to determine or find the 3 angles here. Okay? So, unahin po natin yung angle A. So, since angle po yung ating sinosolve, ang gamitin po natin ay ito pong form ng formula na ito. Cosine A or cosine angle A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared divided by 2BC. Okay, here, para po hindi ko ay malito, bakit po may big letter angle at small letter sides? So, kapag ito pong angle A na ito are given here, then yung opposite side po niya ay small letter A. Ito po ay side A. So partner po yan sila. And then for angle B, ang opposite po niya ay side B. And for angle C, ang opposite po niya ay side C. So pair po yan sila. Okay? So para po makuha natin yung pattern dito po sa ating formula. Kasi halimbawa, hindi po ABC ang given na sides at angles. So paano po natin maisasaulo itong formula na ito? Okay, so here, we are going to substitute the given in this formula. So cosine A or cosine angle A. So unknown po yung angle A, kaya remain po cosine angle A is equal to, substitute natin, B squared, C squared, A squared. Okay, so ang B po ay 15, C po ay 10, at ang A po ay 8. So this become here, B is 15, so 15 squared, plus C is 10, kaya 10 squared, and then minus A squared, A is 8, kaya minus 8 squared. And then sa denominator naman po, 2BC, so 2 times, ito pong dalawang number dito na pinag-plus natin, 15 at 10. Yun po yung pattern natin. Okay. So 2 times 15 times 10. Ito po yung 2 times B times C. And then simplify, we have 15 square is 225 plus 10 square is 100, and then minus 8 square, 8 times 8 is 64. Okay? And then sa denominator, you're going to multiply 2 times 15 is 30. 30 times 10 is equal to 300. Okay? And then simplify natin yung numerator. So this become cosine A here is equal to 225 plus 100 is 325 minus 64 is equal to 261. And then copy po natin, divide by 300. And then, decimal po natin yan. 261 divided by 300 is equal to 0.87. Okay, so we have now cosine A is equal to 0.87. So, paano po natin i-calculate yung angle A or measurement of angle A kapag ganito na po, na i-decimal na natin? So, ipe-press lang po ninyo sa inyong calculator. Okay, since cosine A po, angle po yung hahanapin, ang ipe-press po nyo ay second function, and then, press po ninyo yung decimal, 0.87. Sorry po. Second function, then cosine, and then yung decimal, 0.87, and then press nyo po yung equal sign. Ang ilalabas po ng calculator ay ito po, 29.54 degrees. So, angle A is equal to 29.54 degrees. Okay? So, ilagay po natin dyan. 29.54 degrees. Okay, so after calculating the measurement of angle A, now we're going to calculate measurement of angle B. Okay, so this angle. So again, angle B po yung hinahanap, kaya gagamitin po natin yung formula in this form. So cosine angle B is equal to A squared plus C squared minus B squared divided by 2AC. Okay, so again, angle B, ang imamalis po natin dito po ay side B. At yung dalawa pong i-add natin dito ay yung natitira pa A and C. Okay, and then may square. And then sa denominator, 2 times yung dalawa pong nandito, A and C. So 2 times A times C. Okay? And then substitute the given. Cosine B is equal to, we have A squared. Ang A po ay 8, kaya 8 square. Then plus C square. C po ay 10, kaya plus 10 square. And then minus B square. So ang B po natin is 15, kaya minus B minus 15 square. And then divide by, we have 2AC divide by 2AC. So 2 times A is 8 times B times C is 10. Ano po? So 2 times 8 times 10. Okay. And then simplify the numerator. 8 square is 8 times 8, 64. Plus 10 square is 100. 10 times 10 is 100. Minus 15 square is equal to 225. And divide by, okay, 2 times 8, 16. 16 times 10 is 160. Kaya divide by 160 po dito. And then we add 64 plus 100 and then subtract minus 225. So this will become, ang sagot po dyan ay negative 61. 64 plus 100 is 164 minus 225, that is negative 61. Divide by copy 160. And then, i-decimal na po natin yan. So, negative 61 divided by 160 is equal to negative 0.381. So, kinuha ko po yung 3 decimal place para medyo mas accurate po yung sagot natin. Okay, so kapag na-decimal na po natin, we're going to press that in your calculator. Paano po yan again? Press po ninyo second function, and then cosine, and then itong decimal, negative 0.381, and then i-press nyo yung equal sign. So, ang lalabas po niyan dapat ay B or angle B is equal to 112.40 degrees. Okay? So, ilagay po natin dito sa angle B, 112.4 degrees. Okay? Pwede pong 0.4. Kahit pwede pong tanggalin yung 0 dito. Okay? Pwedeng 40, pwedeng 0.4. Okay. So, we have now two angles. Meron pa pong natitirang isang angle dito. Here, hindi na po natin kailangan gamitin itong cosine law kasi meron na pong dalawang angles. So, ang gagawin lang po natin dyan, i-add po natin itong dalawang angles na ito, and then yung sum, isusubtract po natin mula sa 180. Kasi yung sum ng 3 angles ay 180. Ano po? Kaya i-add natin ito, and then yung sum, isusubtract po mula sa 180. So, ang magiging sagot po dyan ng third angle is 38.06. If you are going to add all the 3 angles, dapat po 180 degrees po ang magiging result. Okay? Okay, so about this number 2 example, we have find side B, angle A, and angle C in this oblique triangle. So we have triangle ABC. Ang given po natin ay side C is equal to 8. We have side A is equal to 6. And then the included angle, angle B, is equal to 100 degrees. Now, we are going to determine, this is the remaining sides, side B, angle A, and angle C. So, unahin po natin itong side B. Okay. Since side po yung ginagamit natin, o yung i-compute natin, ngayon, ito pong form na ito ang gagamitin natin. Ano po? O again, ito pong given dito ay SAS or side angle side. So, SAS case po ito. So, for side B, since side again, ito pong formula ang gagamitin natin. Ano po? So, we have B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC times cosine B. So, again, side B, ang partner po niya sa dulo ay cosine angle B. At yung natitirang two sides, AC, so i-add lang po yung kanilang square and then minus 2 times A times C. Ayun din po yung given dito. Okay, substitute natin yung given. B squared is unknown or B is unknown, and then we are going to substitute all the given. We have A, 6. So 6 square. Then plus C square. C is 8. So 8 square. And then minus, constant po yung 2. So copy 2 times A times C. Again, yung A is 6 times C is 8. Kaya 2 times 6 times 8. Cosine angle B. So cosine, what is angle B? Given po, which is 100 degrees. Kaya cosine 100 degrees. Now, pag sinimplify po natin ito lahat, then ito na po yung measurement ng side B. Okay, so how to simplify? Ganito lang po yung step by step na simplification. Ito pong square, pwede na po nating simplify. B square is equal to 6 square is 36. 6 times 6 po yan. Plus 8 square, 8 times 8, 64. Then minus 2 times 6 times 8 is equal to 96. So minus 96 po siya. And then, press po nyo sa calculator nyo cosine 100 degrees. So pag kinuha po ninyo yung cosine 100 degrees, ang lalabas po niya ay negative 0.174. Okay. So here, what's next? After po natin ma-simplify, so pwede na po natin itong i-add at ito po i-multiply natin. So this will become 36 plus 64 is 100. And then bakit po naging plus ito? Here, multiply natin. So negative 96 times negative 0.174. So negative times negative is positive kaya po plus. So pag pinag-multiply natin itong 96 times 0.174, ang result po ay 16.704. Okay? And then, i-add lang po natin yan. That will become 116.704. So again, balikan po natin kung bakit naging plus po ito. So minus, yun po yung sign ng 96, that is negative 96, then multiply it by negative 0.174. Kaya po positive po yung result. Okay? So yan po yung measurement ng side B. But actually, meron pa pala tayong B square dito. We are going to remove square by extracting square root to both sides. So, ang purpose ng square root ay para mawala po yung square dito. So, ang matitira po dito ay yung B na lang. And then, we are going to press it in your calculator. Square root of 116.704, and then i-press nyo yung equal sign. Ang ilalabas po niya ay 10.903. So, the measurement of side B is 10.903. Okay? Ilagay po natin dyan. B is equal to 10.903 or pwedeng 90 na lang po into decimal place. Okay? Okay, so ang next po, after calculating side B, ito pa po ang dalawang remaining angles. So we have angle A and angle C. So unahin po natin ito pong angle A. Okay, lagyan ko po ng mark. So angle A, ang ating pong solve. So mean to say, yung formula po na cosine angle, ano po yung gagamitin natin? Okay. So cosine angle A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared divided by 2BC. Okay. So we have now substitute the given. Cosine angle A is equal to our B is 10.90. Ano po? Or pwede pong tagalin yung 0, 10.9. And then square. Kaya po dito, kapag ganito pong SAS ang given, ang una po talagang i-compute ay ito pong third side. Ano po? And then saka po natin mako-compute yung dalawang angles. Okay? Kasi gagamitin po natin itong third side para ma-compute po yung angles. Okay? So we have here, B is 10.9. Okay? So square po natin, and then plus C po is 8. So plus 8 square minus A is 6. So minus 6 square. And then simplify, or ito pong denominator, 2BC. So divide by 2 times B is 10.9 times C is equal to 8. Okay, so 2 times 10.9 times 8. And then simplify po yung square sa numerator. So this will become 10.9 square is 118.81 plus 8 square is 64 minus 6 square is 36. Okay, and then divide by 10 times 2.9 times 8, the product is 174.4. Okay, and then simplify numerator, add and then subtract. So this will become 118.81 plus 64 minus 36. The result is 146.81. Divide by, copy, 174.4 here. And then, i-decimal natin po yan. Press nyo po sa calculator nyo. Kapag dinivide po natin itong numbers, then the result is 0.84. Okay? To decimal po yung aking kinuha. And then, press nyo po sa calculator, second function, and then cosine, and then yung decimal, 0.84, and then press equal sign. So, ang measurement po ng angle A dyan ay 32.96 degrees. Okay? So, lagay po natin sa angle A, 32.96 degrees. Since given na po yung angle A at yung angle B, no need to calculate angle C using cosine law kasi dalawang angles na po yung given. Again, i-add lang po natin itong dalawang angles na ito and then susubtract sa 180. Ang maging result po ay 47.04 degrees yung angle C. If you add all the three angles, the sum should be equal to 180 degrees. Okay? So that is how to calculate the missing parts of oblique triangle. Okay, so how about this number 3 example? So this time, we are going to apply cosine law in solving word problems. Okay, so let's have this number 3 example. Two cell site towers, A and B, are 300 meters or 3,000 meters apart. A pole is 1,000 meters from Tower A and 2,000 meters from Tower B. Find the angle formed at Tower A by Tower B and the pole. Okay, so what does it mean with the problem? Hindi po natin pwedeng ma-solve itong problem na ito without the drawing or without the illustration. Ano po? So dapat ma-illustrate po natin sa drawing yung problem and then ma-label po natin yung given para makita po natin kung ano po yung hahanapin natin or kung paano po natin ma-relate yung unknown sa cosine law. Okay, so again, try po nating illustrate. Two cell site towers, A and B. Okay, lagay po natin. For example, ito po yung ating two cell site towers. Okay, pangalanan po natin. Yung first tower is A, yung second tower is B. And it says there that are 3,000 meters apart. So, ang layo po ng bawat isa ay 3,000 meters apart. So, lagay po natin dyan. The line from Tower A to Tower B is 3,000 meters away or apart. Next po is, a pole is 1,500 meters from Tower A. Halimbawa, sa baba po may pole. Okay, for example, ito po yung ating pole. So, mula daw po from Tower A, yung pole ay 1,500 meters. Okay, gawa po tayo ng line mula po Tower A papunta po sa pole. The distance is 1,500 meters apart. And 2,500 meters from Tower B. So ito pong pole po ulit ay 2,500 meters from Tower B. So gawa po tayo. At mula po sa Tower B papunta sa pole, ito naman po ay 2,500 meters away. Okay. So now, notice here that in our figure, nakakreate po tayo ng oblique triangle. Okay? And sa ating oblique triangle, the three sides of the oblique triangle are given. Okay, so this side is 3,000 meters. Okay, another side, 2,500. And then the third side is 1,500 meters. So here, magagamit po natin yung cosine law kasi ang given po ay SSS or the side, side, and side. Okay, now, how are we going to solve? Okay, so ano po yung hahanapin natin? Find the angle formed at Tower A. So ito po yung Tower A. Ano po yung angle formed sa Tower A by Tower B? Okay, this Tower B and the pole. So ito po yung Tower B at ito po yung pole. Itong angle daw po yung ating hahanapin. So anong measurement po ng angle na ito? Okay, again, we can use the cosine law kasi po ang given ay SSS. Ano po? Sa sine po, hindi po niya kayang isolve yung SSS. Cosine lang po ang kayang mag-solve niyan. Okay, so for angle theta, okay, this angle, so this become Yung gagamitin po natin na formula ay cosine A or angle A kasi yung theta po natin, sabi natin ito po ay angle A kasi A po ito. So yung theta natin po ay angle A is equal to, again, ito pong ating formula, paano po natin gagamitin ay wala pong nakalagay ditong side A, B, and C. Basta't po, kapag ito po yung hinahanap natin cosine A, halimbawa A, ito naman po yung small letter A. Ano po, partner po niya. So, lagyan po natin para di po kayo malito. So, yung A po, basta partner po niya, ayan. Ano po, 2,500 meters. Okay? At itong B at C na iyan, kahit magkabaltad lang po yan, okay lang po yan. Huwag lang magkabaltad po itong angle at yung side na yan. Okay. So this become, if you are going to substitute, so 3,000, yung B is 3,000 square plus 1,500 square. So ito pong dalawa na ito, square po natin at i-add dito po yan. Kahit magkabaltad po itong dalawa, okay lang. Kasi plus lang naman po yung operation. Pero minus A, dapat po, ang imaminus po natin yung opposite po ng angle na hinahanap natin. Okay, so 2,500. And then square. And then divide by, ito po, 2 times A, B times C. So 2 times, ito pong dalawang number dito. So 2 times 3,000 times 1,500. Okay, and then simplify natin. So this will become, okay, sinurtcut ko na po dito sa part na yan. 3,000 square plus 1,500 square, ipa-plus mo muna, and then minus 2,500 square. So, ang lalabas po dyan ay 5 million. Okay? And then sa denominator naman, kapag minultiply mo 2 times 3,000 times 1,500, ang product po niyan ay 9 million. So, if you're going to divide 5 million divide by 9 million, then the decimal is 0.56. Okay? So after that, compute natin sa inyong calculator, press second function, then cosine, then yung decimal 0.56, then press equal sign. So ang ilalabas po niya ay 55.94. So ilalabas po ng calculator, yun na po yung angle. So 55.94 degrees. So the measurement of this angle is 55.94 degrees. Okay? To end up our discussion, try to answer this activity. So we have this activity, find angle C on the figure below. So ang given po dito ay SSS and we are going to determine or you are going to calculate angle C. Okay? So baka pwede po ninyong i-post yung video na ito, try to solve, and then baka pwede naman pong pa-share yung inyong sagot by typing your answer on the comment section below. Salamat sa panonood mga anak. I hope that you understand how to apply cosine law in solving the unknown parts of oblique triangle. So see you on my next video lesson.